Well, welcome back to Good Morning Kentucky. Ashley Cade joins us. Chilly, cold, and dry.
Yep, freezing. Pretty much all of the above right there. No more snow that we're dealing with for this morning. It's definitely still sticking to the grass, but roadways are looking clear. But it is cold, and that's going to pretty much be the case for these next couple of days, which is fitting because the full moon of December is tomorrow, and it's called the cold moon. So for fun facts, perfectly fitting for us. We did get sent in a photo from one of our ABC 36 weather watchers of the waxing gibbous moon, which waxing is when that moon is growing fuller and fuller, and then gibbous is right before it's full. It's a little bit more than 3/4 full. So that's what we're seeing here. The light from that waxing gibbous, almost a full moon. It'll be full tomorrow. Sent in from Stephen Mason, a wonderful photo. He sends in a lot of gorgeous photos, and so do many of our other weather watchers. If you'd like to send in yours, as well as your weather data, or if you just want to ask questions or get to know us meteorologists here at ABC 36, you can scan this QR code or search up ABC 36 weather watchers. We'd love to have you. Let's talk a little bit more about that full cold moon of December. It is the super moon, the last super moon of the year, and of course, the last full moon of the year. It's called the cold moon because obviously it's the time of the year when we see some of those colder temperatures. It can also be called the long night moon, and that's because it falls right before the winter solstice, which recall that's when we have more nighttime than we do daytime. It's the longest night of the year. So another fitting name for that. Temperatures definitely feeling cold out there. It's in the upper 20s for most of us. We're starting to cool off a little bit even more here in Lexington. 25 here, 26 in Frankfort. Towards the south, we're in the upper 20s a little bit more, 28 in London, 29 in Williamsburg, and 31 in Manchester. No matter where you are, though, you're still below freezing. So bundling up is a good idea as you're heading out the door. That's especially true for those kids as they're heading out to wait for the bus. They'll want to have hat, coats, gloves because we are cold for this morning, and we're going to be starting off cloudy. As they are starting to head home, though, there will be some sunshine out, but temperatures are staying cold, so they'll need the winter garb all throughout the day. Here's a look at Futurecast. Those clouds starting to clear through the afternoon. To the south, they'll clear for you first, and you'll actually be able to warm up just a little bit more, the upper 30s. But for most of us, where that clouds take a little bit until we get to the afternoon to clear, that's where we're going to see those low 30s. Then as we head into the overnight, the cloud cover builds right back in. Not going to be the best of viewing conditions for that cold moon, unfortunately. You might be able to catch a glimpse of it as it's just starting to rise, because we will see that cloud cover building back in into our Thursday. You might have seen a few snowflakes falling towards the north and off to the east. It's possible that a few of those start falling here in the bluegrass. I think a few flakes for some of us. Nothing that's going to accumulate, nothing that's going to cause any travel impacts, but just some pretty snowflakes falling through the air for Thursday, and most of us will probably not see anything. Then as we head into Friday, kind of a similar story. We'll watch to the southeast, so most of us not going to see anything, but those in the far southeast like Hazard, Manchester, London, Williamsburg, possibly going to see a little bit of snow that then transitions into some rainfall. Again, nothing that's really looking to cause any kind of impacts here. Heading into Saturday, we're calming down and we're seeing temperatures that are going to slightly warm up back into the upper 30s for this weekend. If you're heading out to any Christmas parades, you'll want to bundle up, or if you want to use the temperatures as an excuse to just stay inside all weekend, also perfectly acceptable. For Sunday, we start to get more cloud cover build in, and we're starting to look at the potential for unsettled weather. We're really monitoring the start of next week for another system to move through. Could look a little similar to what we saw for the start of this week, although a lot is still up in the air with this, so it's not really worth looking at in detail. Just keep in the back of your head that we could see something active for next week. Of course, we'll continue to keep track of that. For now, just know you might see a few flurries here and there through the end of the week, but temperatures are really the name of the game.